next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube. Gotta love cats, don't you? How the hell are you? It's Bondzee. It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Sorry, I'm trying to get all set up here on the old Facebook feed too, so that I can see who tunes in. I'm spying on you. Yes, I am. Well, you're spying on me, sort of, right? So it goes fumble right off the bat. It goes both ways, okay? You look at me, I look at you. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. Depends who you are and whether you're male or female. Listen, I don't discriminate. I'm all about the LGBTQ community. Whatever you may be, whatever you may are, good on you. Bondzee likes women. I love boobies. I love vagina. End of story. Don't hate me for it. Just love me for it, because that's what I is. That's what I identify as, a woman lover and a fun fella who's here to bring you a hell of a good show. How are you? It's Bondzee, episode 254. Woo! Make sure you go. That's a hell of a way to start, is it? Right off the cuff. Didn't have those in the notes. Make sure you go to all my stuff out there. Social media. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, all that garbage, right? And then but the most important is go to YouTube, sign up, Trippin With Bondzee, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. And then when the show starts, guess what? You'll be alerted and you'll be able to tune right in to this. And I know you don't want to miss this. I know you've missed this because I've heard all about it. How fucking dare you take 2 weeks off? What the hell will you want to excuse next week? I've heard it all from all you fucking assholes out there. Why can't a guy take 2 weeks off in the summer? Like, seriously. I do have a life too, okay? I ain't just here to entertain you hooligans, okay? And that includes you too, Buster, sitting in the green room looking all innocent and sly. Yeah, I'm coming at you too. That's an aggressive start. I know, right? Well, listen, it wasn't aggressive in the sense of being aggressive in a mean way. It was aggressive in the sense of, hi, welcome, I am me, and I love women. And I don't really think there's a problem with that. If you're a fella and you like the fellas, good on you. Have at the penis all day long. I don't care. More boobies and vagina for me is what I say, right? So here we go. I am team whatever you need me to be, but I'm team Bondzee. Okay. Thanks for turning it in, Jeff Peters. Really appreciate it. What else do we got? Oh, so tonight on the show, it's nice to be back. Like I said, stop yelling at me, because none of you, the last time I checked, are my real mom or my real dad. They're in Europe. They're having a time. I'm house sitting, watering flowers and doing all this like family stuff today or whatever you will. I haven't done this stuff in a long time, but I'm pretty good at it. So if you need a house sitter, OL Bondzarelli's your guy, okay? If you're going to Europe like my folks, call me. Ring a ding ding. I'll come over, stay at your house. I won't even go through your underwear drawer, I swear. Isn't that where everybody keeps all their dirty stuff, is the underwear drawer? Oh, man. Why, though? Like, why did it ever become that? Hi, underwear drawer. You're going to be the place of my drugs, my pornography, my dirty, anything that's really bad and taboo. I'm going to shove it right under in the deepest, darkest corner where my, never mind. My period panties are. There, I said it, okay? Or maybe the fellas, maybe you got some shit stains on your underwear. So you got, or what do you call it? The hemorrhoids. Maybe you're not doing the cream properly and stuff, and you got like bloody boxers, if you will. I don't even know how we got this far and this deep into the show already. Good Lord. It's nice to be back, though, isn't it? I have all these notes that I'm supposed to follow, and not one place did it ever say bloody period panties or shitty hemorrhoid underwears or anything like that. Yet here we are. 4 minutes and 58 seconds in, we've pretty much covered it all. What else? Oh, so, okay, I was talking about road trip. I was on the road for 2 weeks. maybe 2 weeks too long because I'm a little Zulu. It's nice to be home. It really is. We got my great guest coming up tonight, too. He's my boy. You know him. You love him. It's Wade Poloway. The guy's a man of many things. And one of those many things, besides being an awesome human being, is he's an amazing photographer. And boy, oh boy, you got to wait and see the photographs that this guy took on his recent trip to BC out of the blue. I can't wait to ask him all about it. I got so many questions, and wait till you see the photos, okay? Super cool. All right. I'm getting just settled down, Miss Baker. I'm getting there. I'm moving on. This was the past 2 weeks on the road were absolutely amazing. I got to go to Turkey Point. I'm going to tell you all about that. We got to go to Midland, Penetang, Bala, Sparrow Lake, and I think a couple of places in between that I might have missed. And to cap it all off was the Glorious Sons at the Key to Bala. My God, what an amazing time. My guy, Toronto Dan, how are you, bud? Toronto D, thanks for tuning in. Plus, I got a couple. Oh, and I got to show you the cottage that I stayed in whilst I was seeing the Glorious Sons for two nights in a row. Literally right out of a horror movie. It makes The Shining almost look like a pretty decent place to stay, which it was a decent place to stay. But this place, I think God was born there. It's that old. Wait till you see some of the pictures. It was a great time for sure. Aisha, I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if you're in Hamilton or way the hell up in Timbuktu, but I really appreciate you tuning in. The cottage place that I stayed in, complete horror movie, right out of a horror movie, dead end, everything. Wait till you see this, okay? And then, listen, I got to tell you the story. There's an LA lawyer that is looking for a man, a husband. Vogue, come on, Vogue. Look at this. Big old smile, nice dimples, nice blue eyes. Hair I lack, but listen, okay? I can't have everything, all right? So stop it. Anyway, she's looking for a fella. And if she finds one through you or me, or if I just send in my application, 5,000 smackaroonies in my old pocket. So I'll tell you about that story. Plus, I swear to God, you got to see the video of this lady going absolutely lunatic ballistic in an airport. 5 security guards on her. She is going like right out of, what are those those blow up things at a car dealership? You know how they're just flailing in the wind? That was this lady. And then she stops dead on a dime and says, "Kiss me." Wait till you see the video. It is a beauty. It's coming up in about after the interview with Wade, because we got to save it. You know, it's like, it's what we're all here for, isn't it, really? Because this video is off the charts. And boy, oh boy, do I got some zingers for it, too. I worked hard on this today. I did. Whew. All right. It's going to be a fun one tonight. Really is. The show is brought to you by, we got to move on. Okay. I know. I'm just excited. Okay. Show's brought to you by Carefree Camping Rentals. We're a quarter way through the summer, I guess you would say now, right? Fellas, maybe you got a new lady. Maybe she's got some kids. Maybe you want to go camping, but you don't got all the accoutrements. Well, guess what? You can be roasting marshmallows by the campfire with your new said lady, with her nightmare stepkids, with carefreecampingrentals.com. Just go to their website or their Facebook page, www.carefreecampingrentals.com. They got the tents, the chairs, the sleeping bags. They got it all, okay? All you got to do, pick it up on the way camping, drop it off on your way home. Car's empty when you get home. Not a big deal. Nothing left to do. It is what it is, and you are good to go. Thank you very much. I will take that as an absolute compliment. Is she an Egyptian princess? No. Listen, I was thinking about her recently because there's sort of a new princess that has come across Bondzee's path, if you will, heel to toe. Sadly, said new princess, sans not Egyptian, just beautiful. She's got a fella. Fuck, story of my life. I'm not really looking to date, or haven't been. I'm leaning more towards now in 2023 and towards the end of 2023. I think there may be or could possibly be room for a lady in old Bondzarelli's life. Unless I move to Colombia and she wants to come with me, and that's a whole nother story, and I shouldn't even have brought that up, but next show, okay? But yeah, I think I sort of could be ready for a woman, a lady in my life. And there was this beautiful girl. I won't tell you where on the 2 weeks that I ran into her. Could have been the beginning. Could have been the middle. Could have been the end. Could have been a lady. She's stunningly beautiful, and I really am attracted to her, and I think she's a wonderful human being, and I've known her for just a little while now, not too long. But boy, oh boy, she captivates my heart. She's a nice little girl, she is. Colombia, yes, I know. I shouldn't have mentioned it. I don't have time to talk about it tonight, but here's what I'll say. There is a minor. No, there's more than a minor. There's a medium to possible, huge possibility that old Bondzarelli here will be moving to Colombia, maybe. New Year. We'll see. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got. That's all I can mention, and don't ask me anymore. Yes, I am a fast talker. It's like I'm excited, okay? I'll take a deep breath. We'll all have a little sip of our tea together, and we'll slow the hell down. I don't think people really know slow talking Bondzee. Is there such a thing? Does he exist? I don't know. What else? Let me take that comment down. Yeah, so Colombia, Carefree Camper Rentals, we did that. Oh, Coop, water down. One more sponsor. My brother, my medium brother, the guy in between, the three of us. There he is in the back. His two kids, my two kids, me. We're at his restaurant. It's in Waterdown, Ontario, Canada. You got to go check it out. They got I'm going to say probably top 2 or 3 best chicken sandwiches in my whole life across the whole planet, okay? Not just saying that because he's my brother. The Coop really has done it well. If you're into the chicken sandwich whole soiree and the pickles on it or not the pickles and this and that, listen. Just go find out for yourself. Go to the Coop, Waterdown, Ontario. It's my brother's. Tell him I sent you. May or may not help you out. I don't know. Depends on his mood and what happened to us the night before. No, just kidding. Make sure you go check it out. It's the Coop in Waterdown. Check them out wherever you go. It's a great restaurant. And their wings, not as good as the chicken sandwiches, but still right up there, okay? I'd give them probably the restaurants around here and stuff. If you're in the Hamilton area or where I've been, probably top 6, top 7, okay? There we go. Another deep breath. Where are we at? I think, oh, okay, so let's get right into it. 2-week road trip. Here I am. Old Bondzarelli's on the road. And believe it or not, they actually pay me to go out and golf. And then I got to go out and get paid to sit in this room and lie on that table and get massaged by this beautiful girl, wonderful actress. I won't give you her name. It doesn't matter. But we really had a great time together. Even the director said to me, he's like, bro, this is a pretty sweet gig for you, isn't it? You got to golf for 4 hours and knock balls around and get paid. And now you're here laying on a table and getting massaged by a beautiful girl with her hands and and I can say the company's name now. And I'm happy to say this, without further ado, the name of the company that I've been representing they're called The Thumper. Name sounds familiar? Yes, I know, because if you've been to a chiropractor or if you've had physiotherapy in the past, I don't know, they've been around forever. Canadian company, just outside of the GTA, if you will, in Richmond Hill. Lovely factory. I was at the establishment a couple of weeks ago. They also have rooms there set up, chiropractic rooms, and it really is a wonderful company. And I'm really appreciative of them to pay me to go and golf and get massaged by a beautiful lady, all while just having a good time and making everybody laugh on set. Hopefully, there's many more of those to come. It really was a good time, and it was a hell of a way to kick off a 2-week trip. By golly, from there, I went up to Turkey Point. Now, I'm going to preface this story by saying I haven't been to Turkey Point. So, okay, I was there last year, but only for a minute, only to one person's house, quick party. I did a live podcast there, and I was in and out like that. Toot sweet. The last time I really partied and got to spend some time in Turkey Point, I was probably 18 or 19 years old. First of all, that place has come a long way, but it still really hasn't at the same time, if that makes any sense. I will say this. Those people have been there a long time, all and they know how to fucking party. They're maniacs, each and every one of them. I went to at least probably 8 to a dozen houses, different party places, beautiful homes, cottages, whatever you will. Everybody accepted me, and it was so much fun. I'm telling you, I've never been to a crazier party spot in my life. These maniacs really know how to do it. And you got it. This is probably one of my favorite pictures. That lady on the left is 85 years old, I believe. That wonderful woman in the middle is Cindy. She is that. She hosted my sorry ass. And the girl in the background is like giving me the old sly eye, like, really, Bondzee? Think they're a little too old for you. Check out the sly look on her face in the background. Awesome. Anyways, it was an amazing day. I was only supposed to be there for 3 nights, 4 days. Ended up staying there for Canada Day. It was 4 nights, 5 days. But man, I'll tell you, Turkey Point really knows how to rock and roll and party. And man, they did Canada Day up good. We all did Canada Day up good. And man, did I never need ever need a break? They let me go finally. I escaped on the second and made it out alive. I don't know how they do it, but God bless them all. And then I went my way all the way up to Midland, hung out on my boy's boat, talking to Jose. I love that boat. Super awesome 1964 Chris Craft. If you're into boats, it'll be a big deal to you. If you're not, it's still a pretty cool boat. Just check it out. And then you sleep down below there and sort of toward the front. And it was an amazing time with my boy Richard. And then old Bondzee went and put the microphone down for like a full week and a half. And I went and did some painting. There's the before. There's the after. And check that out. Tidy. Look how crisp and clean that looks. From dark and dungy. Check out the doors. All wood. Gross. Beige. Gross out. Boom. Fresh. Lovely. Look at that new door. Just sexy, right? And then one more time. Check out the floor. Dark, gross, dingy. Brand new floor from OL BONDZARELLI. Look at that. Boom. Matches that nice leather real nice and all the rugs she's got. That was a super awesome time. Loved working for my old client. It is a treat to get back and go do stuff with my old clients and friends. And I got to stay on that beautiful boat right there up in Penetang. Huge shout out to the owners of that boat for letting me stay on their lovely. That thing is pretty sick, and I think they just got it. So for them allow me, this hooligan, to stay on it. Listen, I was as tidy could be. I would scrub every last orifice of my body of paint before I stepped on their boat because, it was pretty awesome. And then listen, after that, well, then it was on, folks. We went to Sparrow Lake, which was about 40 minutes from Bala. And all these right here, these are all my amigos. We went and saw the glorious suns for 2 nights in a row. Now, there's so many things I would like to point out in this photo, but first and foremost is the cottage in the background. Again, straight out of a pure horror movie, okay? To the left of that cottage is a dead end. It's in the middle of nowhere at the farthest street away from the main road. Tiny little piece of property. You could have screamed, but nobody would have really heard you or cared, to be honest with you. But I really did have an epic time. Such beautiful, wonderful people. I listen, like OL BONDZARELLI learned how to stand up paddleboard this past weekend. My first time ever. I conquered it. Look at that. I know, listen, don't come at me for the quality of the photos. I did not take the picture, as you can clearly see, but I will clearly brag about how awesome I was on that stand-up paddleboard, and I've already put my order in. OL BONDZARELLI's new stand-up paddleboard will be here at the end. Next week, beginning of next week. I really love it. Super awesome. And I finally got to try the, I'm not a beer drinker anymore at all. Finally got to try the Glorious Suns Lager. If you have not had a chance to get it, folks, it's a free advertisement. It is a delicious, yummy beer. Light, but yet not too light. It's not watery. It really is perfect. And if you think I looked really, really stoned in that picture, it's because I really am. I got to give a shout out. I gave a shout out to the Turkey Point people. The party animals, like to give her. Canada Day celebrations were amazing. The people that I hung out with in Turkey Point, more so these people right here. And then if we narrow it down, there's definitely those ones right there. I have never been with a group of people that have smoked more marijuana in my entire life. Ever, ever, ever. I thought I was a chronic weed smoker. Turns out I'm like the Mary Poppins. These guys, the rest of the crew made Snoop Dogg and what's that, Willie Nelson and stuff look like Mary Poppins smoking weed. These guys were absolute complete maniacs. I'm telling you, from the second I woke up, or they woke up, and to the second we all went to bed, there was at least one, if not 3 or 4 joints going around at any given time. And it did not matter if you were in the water. It did not matter if you were on a paddle boat, paddling down the river, or out in the open water. There was always joints going. And man, oh my, man, these people know how to have fun. And fun we really did have. So thanks to everybody. It was a special time for sure. Got to see old friends, new friends. There's my friend Lisa there. Never got to meet her before. There's my girl Nene. She's so awesome. Great friend Carol. I've known her forever. And yeah, it just really was such good times. Bondzee maybe double fist in at the concert, but hey, don't judge. It was my weekend of my holiday, okay? And then at the end, got to meet my boy. Brett. Glorious Sons, not a big deal. We had a great time. I have to tell you there, if I do look high and fucked up there, it's because I am tripping balls on mushrooms when I met Brett. And if you want to thought I was tripping balls when I met Brett, you should have seen me when I met, excuse me, Peter, the new bass player. I walked up to him. I said, thanks for coming on the show. And can I get a photo? He's like, oh, yeah, Greg, nice to see you. Come on over. It took me everything I could to get my phone out and take those 2 pictures because those shroomies, those magic mushrooms sure are a hell of a decent thing. They are. I had a great time. Lisa Holgate says, hey, Bondzee, I had so much fun with you and at Tone's Cottage. Definitely has character. Yes, it certainly does. Character is to say the least. Have you been in the inside? There's like 1922 pictures. Creepy old lady sitting around and like all these little. Anyways, right out of a horror movie for sure. Thank you so much for coming. It was great to finally meet you for sure. Whew. What else? That's my weekend. I think that's all I got on my 2-week road trip. It really was epic. Had such a great time, and I'm super thankful for everybody I met along the way. And if I missed anybody and I didn't mention you, sorry, okay? It really was a good time, and I can't wait to see the Glorious Sons, maybe in 2 weeks from now, coming up. All right, speaking of coming up, my boy, he's ready. He's been sitting here listening to me ramble on, flying at 1,000,000 miles a minute. Let's get him on. It's my boy, without further ado, Wade Poloway. You know him, you love him. You might know him from, I don't know,
the Beachcombers.
Pornographic world back in the day, didn't you, Wade?
Well, I watched my first porn just the other night, actually.
Yeah, bullshit.
Fuck, was I ever young back then? You know, in the green room, how we were discussing my coming to Hamilton the end of September, maybe for a weekend type deal.
Yeah.
Seeing where these people let you stay, and with no regard for their personal property, I should be able to stay pretty much any place.
Yeah, I think you will fit right in, Wade. I really do. Listen, I mean, I've stayed in a lot better places. I'm not going to lie. But this place right here had the utmost character that you could ever imagine. And there is no running water. There is no bathroom on the inside. There's a porta potty out front. But listen, I wouldn't have had it any other way. We really did have the most amazing time there. And
if it was a fully functioning house, you wouldn't have had a story.
Exactly.
Right? So
exactly.
That's
yeah.
That's part and parcel of the way I wheel things around here too.
Sure is.
Fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, man. It's nice
Thanks
to have you back.
I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yeah, it's been a minute. You've been through some trials and tribulations, obviously. Real quick, we'll get it out of the way. We know Doe passed away some time ago now, and it's really sad and it's terrible. Yeah. March 16th. You got to go to Mexico and spread her ashes,
Mexico,
which was Doe's wish.
Which is what Doe wanted. Very, very tough thing to do. It made it very final.
Yeah.
So it was tough.
Yeah. And my condolences, dude. It had to be tough for sure. I haven't played that game, thankfully, but listen, you're a wonderful, strong individual, and I know you'll get through it. And listen, there's going to be good days and bad days, and we had a nice chat about that, sort of in the green room. Some days you're going to be able to talk about Doe with the biggest smile on your face and love in your eyes and your heart, and other days you're going to break down and cry like a little schoolgirl, like I did.
Well, I know she's watching over me because when I was in BC, shooting some boats off the edge of a dock, and Doe forever was on my back. Put that camera strap around your neck. If you drop that fucking camera in the ocean or in the river or wherever, I'll kill you. Put that goddamn camera strap around your neck. Well, the new camera I bought, I just picked it up. I didn't have a strap for it. So here I am hanging over a bridge, shooting boats underneath me. And the whole time I can hear her just screaming at me, go get a fucking camera strap. I get it now. So I backed off. I got on the bike, went to London Drugs, and bought a camera strap and went back.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's looking out for me. So it's all good.
That's perfect. That's what they do, right? Here or not here, my friend.
Exactly.
So listen, I know you missed me while I was gone because I got all your messages and you're making fun of me for not doing.
That I missed you. It's just I
Oh, you miss me.
You gotta throw a punch
why don't
out
you just admit it for once, okay? You know
fine,
you miss Bondzee.
It's been a long 2 months,
Listen,
I'm proud to be the first guest after your 2 month reprieve. How was prison, by the way?
2 weeks. I know. Don't you like how I doctored all those pictures?
Yeah,
I did 2 weeks in the pen. Yeah, words that'll never come out of my mouth. I swear to God.
Well, not honestly, anyways.
Well, listen, I went on it was at my 21st birthday. I was spent in jail in Banff Springs, in Banff, from the Banff Springs Hotel, and I vowed I would never go back, and never have. Knock on wood. So we're doing pretty good so far, Wade.
Yeah. Well, the year is young.
Speaking of stories and on the road and out west, you decided to take this amazing, incredible trip. You got back from Mexico. Oh, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about Mexico. And I think the rumor is you might have bought some land down there or something.
Well, I've got the option to buy some land down there.
Okay.
I'm not going to just yet. So I've talked to the guy that owns the land, and he's willing to rent it to me for a huge amount of money, $750 a year.
Yeah, geez, I don't know if you're going to be able to afford that way.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'll rent it for a year or two and just make sure this is the exact move I want to make. And then if that's the case, then I'll buy the property from him. So
perfect. And are you going to be putting your RV on that property?
Yeah, I'll take the motorhome down and park it and just leave it. There's no...
Hey, if you need a chauffeur or a companion, I'm pretty good on road trips, and I'm pretty funny, and I'd love to come and drive that beast down there with you to Mexico.
I think it'd be a blast, you and I
we may or may. I think there goes that going to jail, not going to jail thing.
That's what I was just going for here. May end up in a Mexican prison, Vegas prison,
or both.
Or both.
If things go well, we'll do both, my friend.
What do you mean it took you 14 months to drive from Edmonton to Mexico? Well, 2 weeks in this prison, a week in here.
The judge was an asshole. He was in a bad mood that morning.
Ran out of bail money in Tucson.
Things add up.
Yeah.
So listen, you go down there, you spread those ashes. You might have bought a beautiful place, and then you come home, and then all of a sudden, Wade's sitting there twiddling his thumbs all alone, nobody to tell him no anymore, and you bought yourself a nice little, how do they say, motorcycle, if you will.
Yeah, that was my 60th. I didn't realize it when I bought it. That was my 60th birthday present to myself. I actually bought it on my birthday.
That's pretty. That's a pretty nice machine you bought yourself there, mister.
Pretty much sight unseen. It was in Kamloops, BC.
It's too bad they didn't have a more fluorescent or green or anything like that. But listen, I think you did okay.
Actually, the nice thing about that green is it was only produced for the 1 year, radioactive green, and it's only on 100 units.
And what kind of Harley? We went big boy. What kind of Harley Davidson is this?
A Street Glide.
Street Glider. Okay.
So there's 100 Street Glides in North America with this color, 100 Sportsters in that color, 100 electric glides in that color. So it's very, very limited run on the color.
Yeah, she's a beauty, bud. Good for you. Happy birthday.
That.
Happy 60th.
Thanks.
So
was my birthday? I'm elderly now. I'm not expected to remember shit, right?
Yeah, listen, you're 60 now. Squirrel, you can't remember everything these days. So you buy the bike. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? Did you want to go on this trip to BC to do this sort of photography thing you had in mind, or did you buy the bike and then go, oh shit, well, I might as well go on this beautiful road trip to BC?
Well, my ex-sister-in-law lives in Gibsons, BC.
Okay.
And she has a 9-acre farm out there where they grow Russian red garlic. And she's been hounding Doe and I for years to come out. She wanted pictures of the property and stuff put on their website. And she's been hounding us for about 3 years to come out. And I bought the bike and I thought, you know what, now's the time. Let's get out of here. I've got some other business out there I got to do for tours in BC as well. So now's the time. I'm going to take the bike and head to BC for a week. And
you did.
And I did. And I'm poorer for it.
How many? Yeah, for sure. How many kilometers did you put on the old girl there?
Just over 4,600.
Wow, nice.
I've had the bike 3 weeks. I put 6,500 kilometers on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, Jesus. I've got to do an oil change here. Quick.
So 7 full days on the road, just giving her, or what?
Yeah. Well, no, I left here. I stopped in Kamloops. I spent 3 days in Gibsons, and then turned around and just slow rolled the what the hell is it called? The one with the bird pass in the southern BC.
Yeah, you got me, bro. I'm on the complete, almost the not opposite side of the country, but 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah, the Crow's Nest Pass is what I.
Okay.
So
itinerary, no itinerary, just sort of get on the bike and go. And if
get on and go.
Was the plan, if you saw something beautiful, you'd stop along the way?
Yep,
sort of like something, well, I don't know, like this maybe? Like,
Yeah, that's on the ferry between Vancouver and Gibson's.
Okay. And then we got something like this, which is, we were talking about this pre-show. There's a big story behind this and where this is taken. Go ahead and explain.
That is the pier in Gibson's, British Columbia. That's where they filmed the Beachcombers. And when I was a kid, we went camping there one summer. And my cousin Kenneth, who was 12, I was 13, we'd walk the 2 miles from the campsite into town. We'd grab a relic burger from one of the restaurants, and the relic burger consists of a hamburger patty with bologna in it. And we'd go down to the pier, and we'd take the bologna out and use it for bait, and we'd sit there and fish on the pier. So one day we were sitting there fishing, and this guy comes down and says, "You guys got to leave. We're going to film a TV show down here." And of course, I'm 13. I'm a smart ass. I got a mouth. I'm not moving. Screw you. There's no sign saying that we can't be here. There's no shoot in progress signs or anything. So no, screw you. I'm not leaving. So he says, "Okay, fine. Can you two swim?" I said, "Yeah, I can swim. We can both swim." Okay, good. What's going to happen is Relic's going to run down the pier, and there's a ramp going down because the tide's low. So Relic's going to run down the ramp. He's going to run by you and push you in the water. You can both swim, act like you're drowning. And then Bruno Drusi, Nick, is going to come down, and he's going to look at you guys and then continue running after Relic. And after that, the scene's over. You can swim out and get out of the water. So that's what we did. And my claim to fame. I was on the Beachcombers. I'm a TV star.
And the best part about that whole story was you were drowning, so we hardly really got to see you or pay attention to that face, because
exactly
you're just flailing and drowning as a 13-year-old.
Well, I've got the perfect face for radio. Why screw it up going into TV, right?
Exactly. That's a pretty cool story, and it's a beautiful photo. And I have to mention, all these photos are for sale too. And here's another one. I think this is right when you first got on the road. What did you call this when we were talking in the green room earlier?
Buffalo?
Buffalo or Buffison?
Buffison, yeah, something like that.
I think you called it.
That's actually at Elk Island Park. That's just about 10 miles from my place.
Oh, no way. You live that close to that place. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
where the buffalo roam. Hey, Wade?
Yes, exactly. Well, they were nearly extinct, and then Elk Island Park resurrected them, and now there's bison farms all over North America.
Yeah, there sure is. In Banff, just outside of Banff, too. There's one. We used to go and smoke weed and drive around them, and we wouldn't get to. We were always, believe it or not, I was a little smart back in my days. Wade. Well, it was
3,000-pound animal.
It makes perfect sense not to go, fucking around.
With an animal. This picture, for example, I shot with a 200 to 500 millimeter lens at 500 millimeters. So this bison was, a quarter mile, a half mile away from me.
From it. Wow, that's a beautiful lens. And
detail.
Look at his little chin there, and you can see the wetness in it and the grass coming out of his mouth. It's a beautiful photo, and you can tell he's looking right at you.
The only thing missing is human blood dripping from his fangs.
Yeah, well, if you would have got close enough, we could have got that way.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. My arm in his mouth.
Close to home, you took this right outside of your front porch. It's a double rainbow, Wade. A double rainbow.
Walked out the front door, and there it was. So
that's a pretty sexy photo right there.
I'm going to shoot it.
Hands down. Where did you got to tell me more about the passion for photography? I know it's not a full-time gig. You do it here and there. Where did it come from?
1983. My first wife walked in the house and went, "I'm pregnant." And I went, "I got to buy a camera." And growing up, I always had cameras.
Not the words that would come out of every fella's mouth when a wife announced her pregnant, by the way, Wade.
Growing up, I always had cameras. We'd go on vacation. I had a camera with me all the time and stuff. So I've always shot pictures and stuff. But when my wife told me that she was pregnant, it's like, well, I got to get a real camera because I'm going to have a baby, right? Kind of excited.
Pregnant porn.
Pregnant porn.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
So I bought a camera and took a picture of Tamara and went, "Hey, that's not half bad." And took some more pictures of her and shit. My mom was just going gaga. It's like, these are phenomenal. Like, these are better than what the baby photographer did. Like,
yeah.
So I took some courses and stuff and went to school and took photography. And
good for you.
There it is.
You've done many weddings and plethora of stuff in between later, down to Mexico and everywhere, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So it's.
Dude, I gotta ask. This is a pretty special photo. You got this while you're on the road. You were actually stuck in a traffic jam or something, I believe you mentioned, and everybody was focused sort of ahead, and you looked up and saw this beauty. Take me through this story.
I was heading into Kamloops on the bike, and traffic had slowed down because there was deer all over the road and shit. So people stopped to, see the deer and stuff. And I caught this guy out of my peripheral vision on my left-hand side. So threw the stand down, threw the four ways on the bike, jumped off, grabbed my big lens and camera, and went over. And I took 3 pictures of this guy. And this is the only one that came out super sharp, tack sharp, crystal clear.
Well,
so.
It is crystal sharp and crystal clear, and
it
is incredible. I mean, look at the eyes, but then the I guess why I said eyes was because I sort of see 2 because of that hole in his nose, and then the peak, the sharpness of that beak too is just incredible, and then the detail in the feathers, Wade, is that's a pretty special photo for sure.
Yeah,
well
can
done.
you imagine getting that beak hooked into your arm?
Dude, again, look
Hard
at that
pass.
thing. Plus, not even the beak, plus its talons that are razor sharp as well, right? So
that's why you have this big lens that weighs 5 pounds, so you don't have to get right up next to him and go, okay, come on, birdie, smile.
Yeah, no kidding. And then there's this one. We were this fellow looks like he was angry with you, yet you were like au contraire, Mr. Bond, because he was posing for you all day, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was at Yellow Lake, just outside of Penticton, and I used to live in Penticton in my early radio days. And Yellow Lake is famous for the birds that come in and out of there. And I went down there hoping to catch a whole pile of different birds, and that's the only one that was there was that blue heron. And he stood there I was there for half an hour, 45 minutes, and he had no intentions of leaving, so he just posed for me. I took a bunch of pictures of him and packed up and left again.
Yeah, pretty cool. We got 2 more before run the gambit on this, but this is a beautiful totem pole, mountains in the background, the lake. This sort of just sums up BC to me.
That's BC, yeah.
As well as this next picture. I guess they really both are, because I picture BC as mountainous and wood cabins, and I really, really, really love this photo. It speaks volumes to me.
The only reason I stopped and took that picture, and there's another one of a railroad train car caboose.
Okay.
Right, and that
and I was gonna put it in the system, and I didn't because I ran out of room. But
that one's parked right beside this barn. This barn is actually, or building, whatever it used to be, is actually in Yak, BC. And the only reason I took that picture is because of Lachlan Cross.
Okay. Oh, yes. I remember the subsequent making fun of Lachlan. Oh, that's Lachlan's Cross childhood home, or birthplace. Yes.
Locals say he was actually born in there. So, but yeah, he's from Yak, BC, and of course he's a host of the morning show here on 95.7 Cruise FM. So had to.
Well, Tanya Skinner says, had a great time, Wade. The pictures you have from Egmont are beautiful. If you have them ready, pregnant porn, nope.
That's my ex-wife.
Yeah. Sorry, Tanya. I was just fooling around. It was
It's funny because I stayed with her and my ex-sister-in-law and their 2 brothers in Gibson's and had a great time.
Well, that's cool.
Had a good visit
you can do that. That's
Tanya and I have always got along. We get along like brother and sister now. So we have a good relationship. So it's really it's great. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can tell, but my body temperature just went up about 15 degrees when I saw that was Tanya Skinner, your ex-wife, and she's like, "Pregnant porn, no, fuck you, Bondzee." So I gotta wipe the sweat off of me right now because I didn't see that coming.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to do that.
Well, you never know who's watching, right?
Exactly. You're young, you'll get over it.
Oh, dear.
Maybe you're not. You're getting old now.
It looks like, listen, she joked about it too. It was all.
Oh, yeah, she's got a great sense of humor. I'm laying there. I stayed in a motorhome the first night, and I'm laying there in the motorhome, and I pulled up Messenger and got Tanya's name there, and I typed it out. Hey, I left the door unlocked in case you were, you ever have that urge.
Yeah.
And I went to hit send, and I thought, she might be asleep. Backspace.
Yeah.
I told her about it the next morning. Oh, fuck, we should have said it. I would have got a laugh out of that.
Right. Oh, man. So what'd you stay? Mostly hotels, camp? Did you do any camping?
No camping. Stayed in hotels.
Okay.
Cheap, inexpensive biker hotels. And that's the way to travel in BC.
Any cool biker bars, Wade?
Yeah. The Rum Runner in just outside of Blairmore, Alberta, southern Alberta. Coleman is the name of the town. And that's a really cool. It's an old bar from like the late 1800s, early 1900s. That
So like sort of the same year as the cottage I stayed in recently.
About the same time you were born, actually. Yeah. So
Yeah. No, you mean when you were born.
but they refurbished it back to almost all original, less some of the decor and furnishings and such. But I stopped in there. I'd hit some rain. I was staying with a buddy of mine down there, actually, in Coleman, and they weren't home yet. They were shopping. Phoned them. I'll be 15 minutes. It's like, okay, I'm going to stop in this bar and grab a bowl of soup just to warm up. And it's the best tomato soup I've ever had in my life. I don't know what they did to it, but holy fuck, it's good. Yeah, really, really good.
I'll tell you what they did to it, but you don't want to hear it.
No, I could have probably walked home after I ate it. So
I'm just kidding. I gotta ask because I've never really been to BC and toured all around and stuff. What is the cuisine, or is it a lot of seafood? Because it looks like a lot of pictures surrounded by water. Are you eating a lot of fish and stuff, or what?
I had some fish chowder when I was in Gibson's. It was actually really good. It's an eclectic mix. You know,
yeah,
everything from Wendy's and.
Yeah, fair enough. But I just wondered if they're sort of with all these sort of beach like towns with water, surrounded by water. If is it fish?
Well, a lot of salmon, of course. It's not a lobster / crab.
Yeah,
crab area. So lots of clams, a lot of clam chowders and stuff like that. So.
Well, listen, it sounds like a hell of a trip. I'm glad you made it 4,600 kilometers. I think you said round trip safely. Yeah, good for you. The photos are stunning. Where can people go to find these? Do you have a specific page set up?
I'm working on that. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm working on that now. And the way I want to do things is when I get the website. For now, if you want to see my pictures, you can go to my Facebook page, just Wade Poloway, boom, and you're there. But the way I want to set up a website, and I'm going to put the pictures up for sale on the website, and 25% of the gross is going to go to the hell's it called now?
Well, you're 60, so
I know. I'm not expected to remember the shit, right? Compassion House in Edmonton, Sorrentino's Compassion House in Edmonton, and Sorrentino's Compassion House is a house where ladies from out of the city can go and stay for their cancer treatments. And you remember Doe went to cancer camp when she was first diagnosed for 5 weeks. That was at Compassion House. So raise a little money, give it back to them so they can, do whatever, put new sheets on the bed.
Bud?
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, awesome. Well, listen, man, it's been a pleasure to have got to know you over these past few years, and I got to spend Christmas with you, believe it or not, 1 year, which is pretty special.
I'm still cold from that day.
All jokes aside, I know it's freezing at your daughter's house. She can't afford the heat over there, or what?
No, she doesn't know how to turn the AC off.
Well, she spent it all on your Christmas presents. That's why.
I didn't get nothing. So
I got jerk off socks from her. Remember?
Yeah, I know. That's more than I got.
Well, listen, the last thing she wants to do is buy her poor old man jerk off socks. Okay, Wade.
No, she cost me money. I'm in Mexico doing Doe's thing, and I get a message from her. Hey, the Oilers game's tomorrow night. You fly in tomorrow. We should go. It's a playoff game too, eh? It's like, fuck, do you know how much those tickets are tomorrow? Like, you're on crack. So I jumped online and had a look, and here in the Sportsnet club, there's 2 tickets in there with, I don't know, $350 each or something. You know what? A guy only does this. You're only on this planet one time.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. So I bought the 2 tickets in the Sportsnet club, and that includes all your food and drinks and shit like that too, eh? Okay. So $350. Texted her a ticket, and she texted me back. Are you fucking kidding me? Sportsnet club? Like, are you on glue? Wow. You only go around once, kid.
Yeah, good.
This is the one and only time.
So. Yeah, I get a kick out of talking to Tamara here and there, and I got to see the photos, and I was so happy for you both, and sad that they absolutely got dusted just like my Leafs. But listen, it's the way it goes.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
you're a bud. I love your photography. I love you, and you're a breath of fresh air. It's nice, been nice bantering with you tonight and having you back.
Yeah, I had fun. It was good.
For sure.
Good time.
Listen, I got a couple of crazy stories to tell. You've stuck around before. Would you like to stick around and go through this with me again tonight?
Let me check my calendar. Yeah, I'm good to go. I got nothing on the go.
Perfect. Well, listen, folks, when these photos are available, and I just ran through them a second ago, I won't do it again, but you got to go listen, Christmas is coming up. It's around the corner, believe it or not. And maybe you got some birthdays, anniversaries and stuff. The photos are beautiful, and you've got so many more other ones that we haven't even shown. So
it was my parents' 64th wedding anniversary yesterday. I have a picture someplace in the house of them on mom on Doe's Harley, dad on my Harley. This is
nice.
A few years ago when we both had our bikes. And I was going to post that on the website. Do you think I could find that picture? I went through Facebook it had to have been 45 minutes scrolling.
That's the way it goes, right?
Couldn't find her anyplace. So,
yeah.
Whatever.
Well,
it is.
Speaking of the way it goes, I may have found a new girlfriend for your boy James P. White. You'd mentioned the radio show earlier. He's the co-host in the morning with Lachlan Cross. I don't know if you've seen this video or heard about it, but there was this poor old lady. I don't know what happened when she woke up that morning, but she went to the airport and she was really upset, and then it turned into this. All right. I will preface this by saying it is a touch graphic. She really does get somewhat upset, and I don't know how else to describe it other than that. Are you ready? Here we go. Watch this.
So who's the head honcho here? You tell me! Come on, kiss me! Kiss me! And tell me who's the head honcho here. What, I'm not hot enough for you? I'm not hot enough?
I'm going to start this video again.
That's
Watch.
exactly what is going to happen. So who's the head honcho here? You tell me! Come on, kiss me!
Come on, kiss me!
And tell me who's the head honcho here. What, I'm not hot enough for you? I'm not hot enough? I'm not sexy enough? I'm just spit on you!
Oh, that's
Tell me I'm fucking hot! Tell me I'm fucking sexy! Tell me! Tell me! Tell me! Now control hold? Oh, animal control? Because I look like a mad woman and you're gonna break my bones? You're gonna break my bones, security? Security's gonna break my bones?
Funny, not funny.
Shut up! What are you doing to me? What are you doing to my dad? What are you doing to me?
I got it. Look at that. Wade, I gotta know, how does a day, when you wake up that morning, how does a day get so offside like that?
I forgot to take the applicator out. I really don't know.
Toronto D says precisely why I've stayed single 13 years. Listen, I think I'm on 6 or 7 now. So because now listen, it's not just, we've seen them. There's been a lot of airport plane incidents lately, and it's been male and female. This lady, like, listen, she simply went offside. I don't know how it starts. I really wish I did, but it turns out, Wade, all I think she wanted was a kiss in the end, or to be told she was pretty and sexy.
Yeah, that's how
I know.
She was looking for a little affirmation that she is what she thinks she is. Yeah.
I think security handled this really, really wrong, Wade, and here's why. All that one dude had to, instead of getting spat at in the face twice, I might add, super gross, I might doubly add.
I'm surprised he didn't.
All he had to do was give her a little kiss, and everything would have been hunky dory.
Yeah, or even tell
problem
her
solved.
You're beautiful. You're sexy. You're good looking.
All she wanted to be told. Yeah. Kiss, quick little, Oh, there you go, Karen. How are you feeling? Better now? Are we good? Yes, you're pretty. Oh, yes, you're sexy too. Exactly. Come on.
De-escalate the situation.
De-escalate. These boys are trained.
Yeah. Well, obviously they're not trained.
They're not trained because, listen, we got to watch this again because, at least the beginning, because, look, they let it get away from them pretty quick. And if you do the quick math, Wade, I count 4, and I count one of her, and she's got the what we call
meth.
Blank strength. Meth strength. We'll use that instead. I like that one. Ready? Watch this.
So who's the head honcho here? You tell me.
I'd love to know who the head honcho is too, to be quite honest.
So I will look at that one guy in the back there. He's what, 6'8"?
I'm not hot enough.
You got to go back. We was talking about watch. This is the best line ever.
So who's the head honcho here?
Kick.
You tell me. Come on, kiss me. Kiss me. And tell me who's the head honcho here. What, I'm not hot enough for you? I'm not hot enough? I'm not sexy enough? I'm just spit on you.
Poor lady.
Tell me I'm fucking hot.
He went from a misdemeanor to fucking full on
assaulting an officer.
Full on felonies. I'm my
animal
dad.
control? Because I look like a mad
And then she wants
woman.
animal
You're gonna
control.
break my bones?
I like her
You're
dress,
gonna break
though.
my bones,
Nice
security?
That's a nice move. The
Security's
move
gonna break my bones.
it's coming back, I think.
Pretty good for ninja fighting, too. She's got a lot of movement in there for those kicks and stuff.
That was in duty free too, eh? This is why in Canada they don't hand out samples at the duty free stores anymore.
Bless her heart. Oh my goodness.
And I think that happens a lot in public. Period.
yeah.
And people now are
Well, there's
just.
phones everywhere and cameras everywhere.
But that's just that people now and used to stand back and go, "Oh my god!" Even years ago, "Oh fuck, what's going on?"
Yeah.
You still had the camera phone, but you never thought to grab it. Now it's like,
to grab it.
"Oh, here we go." Yeah, now it's first thing out of your pocket.
And Rob Rogers says pepper spray and a tasing, but I don't know if it needed to even go there. She wasn't in a state of sure, she was frantic and screaming, "Kiss me into my heart, sexy," but really, I don't think she put anybody's lives in grave danger around them. And 4 cops on one poor lady in a muumuu, I don't think warrants pepper spray or tasing.
No. Subdue her, throw her in cuffs, and walk her out.
Again, yeah, they did the right thing. All jokes aside, I still think the one guy who got spat at should have kissed her. But listen, I digress.
Yeah. And I'm sorry if you would have spat on me. I probably would have punched you at that point.
God, yeah. Listen, man, that's one of the worst things you can do as a human being is spit, especially in the face. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty gross porn in my days, my friend, but spitting in a human's face has still got me. I still think it trumps some of the other stuff I've seen in my life. And she did it twice. So good on that cop for restraining and letting her get away with that. Speaking of get away with things, I thought I was going to get away with being able to apply for this lady's, what do you call it? Invitation, if you will. LA lawyer, seems prominent, seems cute enough. I'll show you a little photo here, Wade, before we get started. Listen, think she's a nice lady. She likes to have fun, likes to be on the water, as do I, likes the beach hats and the sunglasses, likes flowers.
Girl.
I like red dresses, Yeah. I thought we would have been a perfect match.
See, that's where you and I differ. I like cleavage.
Here's where, I really do like cleavage too, but here is the video of this lady looking for a fella. Watch.
So I made this bet with my boss a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him.
We'll need to start getting asked to be set up. It is truly, like we were saying before, the most human thing.
So I made this bet with my boss a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter. But if you introduce me to a man that I walk down the aisle and get married to, I will give you $5,000. My DMs are open.
Did she say amen or amen? I'm confused there for a second.
I think she's batshit crazy.
Listen, I think she's batshit crazy. It went from this and this, right? Wade, nice and polite. Photos can be deceiving, as you would know, Buster.
Yeah.
And then it went to completely batshit crazy lady who looks like this, staring into a camera, and looks sort of like has a touch of weirdness and Satan in her, if you will, the previous lady we just showed. Satan's sister.
Why not go with the dress that you wore in the picture?
So here I was.
Do your makeup up and shoot the video from there. I mean,
right? I don't understand how we went from this to this, nice and dolled up, and then we're gonna shoot the video and look like what? I don't even know a name that comes to mind. Just Medusa for one, maybe. How about a shampoo, some makeup? I don't know. Yeah. And you're looking for a husband. You want to look at your best. Well, I was sort of 75% in, and then Miss Medusa here, sans makeup, crashed the party, and she's looking. You got to be 5 foot tall, and you have to have hair. No, she didn't say that, but you have to be 5 foot tall. And there was one other thing that I didn't qualify. Age 27 to 40. And listen, I think that's bullshit, because if you're going to go parading around and looking like this and coming on and doing your little TikTok-y videos looking for a husband, where does age and height all of a sudden these numbers come into play? Stop it. Right?
You're asking the wrong guy. I was married for 100 years.
What's the deal with her necklaces, Rob? I don't know either. And she's pulling the tiger. Listen, there's a reason, Wade. And all
The
jokes
deal with the
aside,
necklace is it's not a pearl necklace. At least not
it
yet.
probably hasn't had one in forever because, I mean, look, false advertising. But like, okay, I got to play it one more time because don't even care about what she looks like. You got to listen to this voice. It is absolutely wretched. And I don't know what kind, if she's putting on some sort of weird accent or thing, but listen.
Before, like the most human thing.
So I made this bet with my boss like a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet slash offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter. But if you introduce me to a man,
I would marry her for the $5,000 one day, and then I'd say, see you later, honey. Adios.
See, she's shooting it in her car because I don't think she wants her boyfriend to know she's doing this. I'll go hide in the car.
I don't know. I just found it really weird. And at first I was really intrigued. And then I saw sort of the side notes and I did a little more research and I was like, yeah, no. Toronto D says, yeah, I'd rather take a frozen yogurt and a bag of Doritos any day. I'm still reeling about would you kiss me? Would you have kissed her, Wade, in that situation to calm her down, or would you?
Oh yeah, I have before. Yes, definitely.
Good for you, dude.
I worked with a girl.
I knew it.
Worked with a girl at UPS, Nettie, who just all the time beep 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 beep. Myself and the manager standing on the belt, and she's beaking and stuff. And I looked at Dave and I said, "Dave, do you know how to stop the babbles?" And he's, "No, I don't know how to stop the babbles." And Ned hasn't shut up while Dave and I are talking. So I reached across, I grabbed Ned, and I planted one on her, and she just stood there stunned. She didn't know what the fuck to do. And Dave went, "Oh, that's it. That works." This is the center manager.
Yeah,
center manager that is standing there going, "Yeah, it worked." So
hilarious.
Yeah, I would have.
We're damn near done here, bud. We got 3 minutes. We got a couple of funny videos. Listen, all I got to say is good luck to Miss LA woman lawyer looking for a fella. I don't think she stands a chance, and I think your $5,000 is going to be safe in your pocket, though.
Yes,
because
yes, Tamara,
anybody that can get past that after 2 dates, good on you. Maybe yes. 3, maybe he wants a little poontang, but other than that, see you later, Styles.
And yes, Tamara, it wasn't this, it was this. So Ned ended up killing a guy. So drug deal gone bad or something. I don't know.
That's a good one, Tamara.
I kissed the murderer. Yeah.
Speaking of good ones, this is pretty funny right here. Let's get right into some videos before we get the hell out of here. A couple of funny ones. Cats, listen, I played one off the top of the show. These things are evil little buggers. Just ask this guy. He found out the hard way.
Stop! Stop! Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'll show you, sorry, bitch. One more time. Look at that. Right in the bunghole almost. He's like, whoa, that hurt. That hurt.
Okay, sorry.
But he's like, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah? I'll show you sorry right there with a full haircut.
That's why you always hurry when changing the cat's shit box.
You better change that on a regular basis and feed those little bastards, because I'll tell you what, it is a goddamn cat's world. And I played this off the top of the show. I'm going to play it again because it's pretty funny. Watch this. Yeah. This cat, they just don't mess around. He closes it, cat opens it. Listen, it is a cat's world and we're just living in it. Open. But he's like, dude, it's too bright. I want it closed. Closed. I want it open. And close. Okay, well, I'll trump you your close. Watch this. Open and open where you can't reach. They are little bastards, eh?
Oh, they are.
I still do love them, though. God bless those pussies.
Yeah, they
what
are.
else do I got here? Oh, buddy, Dummies of the Week. This is a segment I like to do before we get out of here every week. These guys, the two of these, this is Dumb and Dumber. It doesn't get any better than this. These guys win. Watch this. Epic fail of all fails of stealing. 2 putters. They chose their putters. Buddy gave it to him. He's trying. I don't know if he thinks he's trying to block the camera, the one guy there, or they're just having a really nice private conversation. But look at this numbskull trying to get 2 putters down his pants. And then he's got a little help. Buddy's trying to aid him real quick so they don't get caught. Okay, got him. Yeah, okay, good. And now all of a sudden, Buddy's got peg leg syndrome all of a sudden. Oh, and I'm going to follow you, too. What a couple of losers. Dude, I don't know where they ever thought they'd get off with getting away with that, but lest anybody think they did walk out of there without getting caught, no.
No. Not with cameras nowadays and the internet, because
it's almost impossible, dude.
You post a picture on Twitter or Facebook, hey, these guys just ripped me off, make them famous.
Yeah. Speaking of being made famous, this seal really, really wanted out of the pool, and he really wanted to make his trainer famous. Watch this. This is pretty funny. Oh, I gotta rewind. Sorry. I listen, when there's just one of me, it's hard. Watch. Ready? And boom.
Gotta remember
hit that ground so hard. As if she was gonna push fucking walrus fucking Willie there back into the pool. All 450 pounds.
You're talking about nothing now. See, there's no video there. The video didn't come up.
Oh, it didn't? Still
no,
not
you
there?
watched it on your own. So
I'm
like
having
radio.
the greatest time watching it
It's
on
like
the
radio
other screen.
for us.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, watch this. Boom.
Oh. Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
It really is. Like, where did she actually thought she was going to push him back in the pool for a second, Wade. That's the best part. And then she gets up and goes, oh, what a good little boy.
Yeah. Here, have a fish. Don't eat
Watch
me.
this. See, she gets, oh, yeah. What are you going to say? Oh, bad seal. Get back in there right now. That poor woman. Anyways, she done took a beating from a seal. She did. I got one more before we get out of here, and that's it. That's all. I don't know if this video needs any words. I'm just gonna play it. Ready? Go. I love golf, Wade, but listen, it's a whole new level.
That's an emu getting a hole in one.
That's a bloody big bird too. I don't want to play a golf course where the birds are that big.
Yeah, that's an emu getting a hole in one, dude.
That poor bag has been extremely violated, though. By the way. Fuck off. Fuck off, the guy said. Absolutely giving her to the bag. Anyways, good on the emu. All right, that's it. That's
emu
all.
has good taste. She likes Titleist. Emu's got good taste. She likes Titleist. That's all good.
Listen, they really do, just like I do. I have good taste in guests, and you were a hell of a guest tonight. The photographs were amazing. I'm so glad the road trip was awesome, and I'm glad you're back safe with your brand new baby. This bike really is a beauty, bud. So enjoy it all, and be safe out there on the road. Okay, pal?
Always, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
You bet. Good laughs as always. It's Wade Poloway. Go find him on social media. I had his things up earlier. There they are right there. He's got like 18 different handles for some reason. So it's at Wade_Poloway on Instagram and at Munch34M.
Believe it or not, Munch34M was taken on Instagram.
No. 34 being Austin Matthews' number, of course, because you're a huge fan.
34 is actually the age I was when I got internet.
Oh, wowee. Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for sharing that, dinosaur.
It was pre-dial-up. It was crank-up.
Yeah, no shit. Remember that awful noise we used to have to listen to back
Mom, hang up the phone. I'm downloading porn. You know?
Yeah. With my ex-wife. I got a brand new camera. Seriously.
Yeah.
My baby's coming. I got to shoot it. That's it. That's all. You're the best.
Precisely how it worked out.
Love you. We'll get the links up there when those photos are for sale, and people can go grab them. You're hilarious, and I hope to see you this summer for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, hoping to come out your way the end of September, and
you know where to find me. Sarge's house.
Maybe by then you'll be ready to do another podcast.
Maybe, listen, it's a long summer. I got some holidays and some golfing and fun things to do. So,
right on.
You take care. Thanks, pal.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, bye. All right, that's it. I got to go. We are 4 minutes over time. I hope you had fun tonight. We had some laughs, didn't we? It is what it is. All right. Nice to be back after 2 weeks. It was a nice break, but I love doing this. I love making you guys laugh. I get to laugh. Medicine is the best laughter. I can't thank everybody enough for tuning in. Rob Rogers, Tamara, Toronto D. We had so many people tuning in earlier as well. There's too many to name. Daniel Baker, she yelled at me because I was talking too fast. Listen, if you haven't watched the show and got used to this fast talking by now, it's been 3.5 years, by golly gee. Our Lady Peace this weekend, Horseshoe Resort. Hope to see you there. It's going to be an amazing show. It's pretty amazing to be on the guest list for the past couple shows, few shows now, I think, after being a huge fan after all these years from like the old high school days with Naveed, when old Naveed came out. Remember that? Look at the guns on that. I know. Not a big deal. You really done did it now, Bondzee. Now you're showing off your tats and your muscles, or lack thereof. Don't forget, we really do have some great guests coming up. It's not just me sitting here rambling incessantly. Confirmed at the end of the month, last week of January. Fuck, let's not get crazy here. July. We got Alan Cross, the musical guru of all gurus. I can't wait to pick his brain about everything music. We're going to talk it all. He is a wealth of knowledge in the musical world, and really excited to be able to talk to him at the end of the month. Guillaume Brodeur, still from the show Yukon Gold. He's still coming on the show. We just got to find a night. Listen, between my holidays and his working hard in the gold mines, it's pretty tough. So we'll figure it all out. JJ Wild still coming on too. Hopefully, fingers crossed, plus a plethora of other great guests. You're the best. You, and you too are the best. And I'm the best too. Thanks for watching. I had a great time. We'll see you next week. Adios. Gotta go. Peace and love. Bye. Oh, wait. These guys.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious.
Next to go, I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live. Bondzee on YouTube.